Hello and welcome back to MW Barbie Dolls. Today I'm going to be making a Snow White inspired doll, and I actually have two of this doll. So I took one out of the box, which is this one, and also I absolutely love her hair. It is so pretty and I just love this doll in general. So let's get started. And also I didn't notice until right now, but she has earrings, which I'm probably going to lose. And also I'm going to take out this bow, even though it's so pretty. And I'm also going to take her hair down because Snow White's hair is down. And I was thinking about cutting it, but I don't want to ruin her. So I'm just going to spray and brush it so that her hair will just be nice. And now that her hair is all brushed out, I can move on to facial features. And I chose this doll because she already really looks like Snow White, so I'm not quite sure what else I need to do, but I am going to take off those little freckle thingies with some nail polish remover and a Q-tip, and I'm being very gentle. And then next, I am going to put a little bit of this old makeup on her, and just to make her face sparkle a little bit more, make her look a little bit more princessy. And then I did get makeup on her robe, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash that. And for now, she can wear this yellow bathing suit, which I feel like she's already starting to look a lot like Snow White. And I also had the idea to brush her bangs back and tie them with a ribbon, which hopefully will look good and not terrible. And so hopefully that's the case. And I couldn't quite figure out how I wanted to tie the ribbon, like in what style, but I think that the easiest thing to do is to just tie a knot and cut the rest off like this. Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land? Oh wait, that's what the evil queen says. I also chose these shoes, which I got from a holiday Barbie. And now I'm going to make her dress. And I have this yellow felt for the skirt, which I'm going to measure her onto. Now that I have one side, I can trace that side onto the felt to make two. And now that I have two, I can sew them together. And I probably should have used yellow thread, but I didn't have any, so I just used this pretty light blue. basically done, and I think it looks really good. And now I'm going to use this blue fabric to make the shirt. Just like with the skirt, I'm going to trace the top half onto the felt as well and cut it out. And then sew it all together. And back to the skirt, I forgot to do a hem. So what I was going to do is just fold it in and make a cut, and then sew in just one tiny area. And then I'm going to use more of this ribbon to make a crisscross back to the top. So I cut a portion of the ribbon, and I'm also going to make little slits in the dress to be able to fit the ribbon through. This is actually a way harder process than it looks. The ribbon just kept fraying at the end. But I finally got it done. And so now I'm going to tie it in a bow. And I love cutting the ends of ribbons in like this pretty way. I don't know what it's called, but I like doing it. And then I realized that this part would look way better in the front. So I turned it around and put a white shirt that I already had underneath. And I think that the dress turned out the way I wanted it to. And then I'm going to put the shoes back on. The dress is pretty simple, but I really like the way the dress turned out. And I think that the doll looks a lot like Snow White. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!